Hello everyone. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is in a great mood this morning. Just the fact that you are waking up should be good enough. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Atlanta, Georgia. Wherever you're at, I hope you're having a nice, lovely morning and it's a beautiful day. But even if it's a rainy day, the fact that you're up and you're breathing means it's a good day. What I want to talk to you about today is what I call the human race. Our existence and how vital our existence here on this earth really is. I think one of the greatest misconceptions that we have as human beings is that we just showed up here on this earth as though we played no role in our existence. And I don't know if there's anything that could be further from the truth. From the very moment we were injected into the wombs of our respective mothers in the form of a fluid, we were in for the race of our life. We were into the race for life. The gift was breath. That's right, the gift was breath. And the mere fact that you are actually wherever you are, sitting in a room in a chair, watching this blog is a testament to your own greatness. It really is. Because the fact of the matter is, for all of us, pretty much most of us, the odds of us being here were 300 to 400 million to 1 that we would not be the one that's here. You will never ever face such odds again in this life. Never. I don't care what it is. You'll never face such odds again. Even if you wanted to be the next president, it's only going to be 350 million to 1 that you wouldn't be the next president. So the fact that you are actually here on this earth and you are breathing just shows that there's nothing that you can't do or be or achieve in this life. From the very moment you were injected into the wombs of your respective mother in the form of a fluid, you were in for the race of your life. And as I sit here in front of you right now, speaking to you, there are millions upon millions and millions of snowflakes that are falling all over the world. And not one of them is exactly like another. Not one of them. There's not one of them that's diametrically measured or geometrically structured to the exactness of another. There was not another sperm cell that was exactly like you. Not another one. Even as the cell, if you were to make it up the fallopian tube to that elusive egg, and you fertilize the egg and the egg split, and you had an identical twin all the way down to the mole on your buttocks, you still have two entirely different individuals, two entirely different roles and goals and missions and dispositions and characters. Two entirely different people with two entirely different perspectives on life. So from the very moment you were injected into the womb of your respective mothers in the form of a fluid, you were in for the race of your life. And they say it's a 3 to 4 day process. By the second day, there were already millions upon millions already out of the race. Already out of the race. Some got caught on the walls of the fallopian tube while others were just genetically malfunctioning and spinning out of control, while there were millions of others that just simply gave up. They whatever, they gave up. They was like, what? Man, it's not that important. But not you. Not you. You did whatever you had to do as a cell to make it up that fallopian tube. You just did what you had to do. You had to exhibit the drive and the determination that you had to make it. To win, to have the gift of breath. You didn't even know what you were doing. This is an involuntary act with you. You just knew that this was what you're supposed to do, so you began to do it. And it didn't make a difference where you were in position. If you were second or if you were 598th, if you were 1,379,000, it didn't make a difference, because unless you made it to the membrane of the egg, you still didn't even have a chance. If you were on the second tier or the third tier or the fourth or the seventh, it didn't make a difference. Unless you were one of the hundreds of thousands that made it to the membrane, you still didn't have an opportunity for life. So the best of the best has now made it to the membrane of the egg. You went from millions to hundreds of thousands. Now you are on the second phase of a 3-phase process. Now that you made it to the membrane, it just wasn't good enough, because now you've got to be able to hold your position. You got to be able to hold your position, because there are millions of other sperm cells that's trying to get into your position, and by any means necessary, if it means dislodging you or disengaging you or distracting you, whatever they got to do, they want life just as bad as you. So they're going to do whatever they have to do to get you distracted enough that you will lose your position and they get in. But you held on. I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you did it, but you did it. You held on. You held on. You held your position. You did not allow yourself to get so distracted or so disengaged or so focused on something else that you lost your position. You held on. I don't know how you did. I don't know how you did it, but you did it. You held on. And now, at some point, the Great One stepped into the picture. Now, the creator of all creators got to make a decision. He's got to choose the best of the best of the best. He's got to choose, because you went from millions now to hundreds of thousands, but he's got to make a decision, and he can only make the decision from that for which is around it. From the choices that he has, he can only make a decision from those individuals, from those particular sperm cells. He's got to now choose the best of the best of the best. Understand? He's got to make a choice and choose the one that has shown, has displayed, has exhibited that they have what it's going to take to fulfill his mission on this earth. He's going to make a choice. He's got to choose which one has the drive, the desire, the determination to fulfill their destiny. So I choose you. He chose you. He chose you. But that wasn't it. Now, you've got to be able to now penetrate and permeate the membrane of the egg. So it wasn't just good enough that when you were injected into the womb that you had to go in a distance of 2 to 3 or 4 meters, and when you look at that and understand the size of a sperm cell, that would be the equivalent of walking from Atlanta, Georgia to Nashville. It's all relative as it relates to law. Now, you have made it up the fallopian tube and made it to the membrane of the egg, and you've been able to hold your position by any means necessary. But now you've got to still have the energy, the thrust, the propulsion to penetrate and permeate that membrane. And as you begin to make your way and penetrate and permeate the membrane of the egg, it helps and it envelops you, brought you in and closed itself behind itself, and flushed all the rest away to never get a second chance to make it here on this earth. It was the end for them, but yet the beginning for you. So I will be back, and I want to continue on this path. But I want to say, as I always say, if we can laugh together and we can cry together, we can sing together, go to war and die together, then why can't we live together? Let's live together in peace. Peace.